Trujillo and I'm the CEO.
My name is Rebecca Ronan and I'm VPMS.
My name is Jesus Mendoza and I'm the CFO.
My name is Cambria Erskine and I'm the VPMD.
And we are Enfuego. And our product name is Delicious Eating. Our mentors are Shiloh and Pratik. One of the reasons we chose a food product is because we all have the same hobby, cooking. We have a unique product for a unique team. Our product's purpose is to give you a delicious treat that makes you feel great. Our product is a Granny Smith apple covered in caramel and with your choice of toppings. And on to our VPMS.
So our top 3 competitors in the area are Sinfully Sweet, Rocky Mountain, and Miss Printables. For our first competitor, Sinfully Sweet, their apples can cost up to $7 each, giving us the advantage that we have the less expensive apples. And for Rocky Mountain, they are professional, however theirs can cost up to $32, giving us the advantage that that's about 5 times as much as ours. And for Miss Printables, they're also professional, however theirs are about $23. And ours are homemade and therefore taste better than all of theirs combined. Our primary target market is from 10 to 18 because we have easy access to middle schoolers and high schoolers. We are located in an area around many schools. And our secondary market is from 19 to 22, and those are college years. Our tertiary market is from 23 to 32, which are young adults who will be working and will want a snack in between breaks. Our additional market is 40 and over, and those are other people who would have the money to buy our product. Now to our CFO.
Our 5 Ps are first. Our product is caramel apple. Our price is $6. We will be selling this product. We will be selling our product at Sequoia High School, with the principal's permission, and we will be making our product at the field office, which follows all health codes. And our promotion is buy 2 apples and get 6 caramel pieces. Our philanthropy is we will be donating 5% to the ASPCA. Our financial plan is first price is $6 per apple. Our startup cost is $41. Our COGS are $2.59 per apple. Our gross profit is around $4. And our total estimated revenue is $341 in 8 months, and we were planning on selling 100 units. And if we total up our COGS, and we will be getting each about $85 in the 8 months. And these are our caramel and squares, caramel apple and the squares that we'll be selling. Now on to the VPMD.
Alright, so for our product, for the apples, apple toppings, we'd be using potato chips to go with the chocolate to give the salt and the sweet contrasting flavor. Also, we'd be adding cayenne pepper to the chocolate because it gives it a little kick. We'll also be using toppings like nuts. For flavors of caramel, for the squares, we're using vanilla, which is the original flavor. We'll also be using mint, and we're working on coffee. So for our service offering, we have a unique apple with salt chocolate combinations. We have exotic toppings. We're the only group so far in this E1 class that has a food product, and food can be successful. So for the manufacturing process of the apples, we use organic apples. You want to wash the apples, dry them really well. You want to put the sticks in. When the caramel is ready, you're going to dip the apple in the caramel, roll it around, get a nice even coating, put it on parchment paper, let it sit 10-15 minutes. Then you're going to add toppings. Also let the toppings set for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then begin packaging. So for the caramel squares, you're going to want to make caramel. Then you're going to want to take out a baking sheet, put parchment paper down, pour the caramel into the sheet, and then you're going to want to let the caramel sit 35-45 minutes. Then you're going to cut the caramel into strips, and then into squares, and then package.
We will now take any questions you may have.
I'd love to hear from you guys what kind of research you did to figure out whether your classmates would be interested in buying exactly this.
We gave them surveys, and they said that they would buy them for the price. So we believe that it's very feasible.
Just to add to that, they also said they liked our exotic toppings and flavors.
Or in the case of like special promotions, would you try and do holiday?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do like October. We might have like we'll add maybe more squares or something.
Flavors to match that month.
Including colors.
And then for bulk providers, so you're getting the apples from a single provider, getting organic apples. Do you account for maybe rotten apples versus fresh? Like what sort of percentages do you do in terms of costs?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Oh yes. So let's say you buy 100 apples.
Oh, yeah.
Do you account for like maybe 15% of them might be rotten apples?
I know that when I go to the store, I always make sure that they're firm, they're good, no bruises. And then when I get home, I wash them and then make the apples. And I always make one extra and just cut it open to make sure there's no breaches or rotten.
You said that you thought you'd be able to sell 100 of them. How did you decide? How did you come to that number?
For the survey results, about 90% of the class that we took surveys said that they would buy a product.
Okay.
At that
And
price.
were they saying they would just buy one, or might you have some repeat customers?
We say about one per person.
This question's for Rebecca. How did you guys come up with the name Enfuego? 'Cause you don't know it's apples.
Yeah. So our CEO Brenda, she used to be on the soccer team, called Enfuego, I believe. And she liked the idea of us being like on fire, quick moving together, and so that's how we became Enfuego.
Also, there's samples that you guys would like to try out about. I don't want to deprive you guys.
It's perfectly rational to offer the product using the demonstration.
So I have one more question. It's about the competition. So the competition you guys described are caramel apples, but the target audience you described are your schoolmates, and they don't really have access to the other 3 brands of apples on the school campus.
They have the websites. That's how they could access really anyone, any age.
So when do you think your schoolmates are going to eat these? Do you think they're going to eat them during break? And if so, do you think competition may be like all of the other snacks on campus as well?
Yes, because there are others that are cheaper for about $1.25. However, these are very big and so they're filling, and you can easily share them, so people could pitch in today. And if we're split it up, and it'd still be more filling than the other snacks.
Further questions, judges?
If you guys get a lot of buy-in from your peers here, do you foresee any problems keeping up with the demands of the labor that you guys would have to make the apples, especially with the location being at the build office?
Probably, yeah.
Do you have any solutions or ideas? Have you thought about ways you might address that?
Charging for labor?
Just keeping up with the demands, or your guys' time,
Yeah.
I'm sure is very valuable.
Yeah. Definitely, I totally agree with you. We're kind of working on that, figuring it out. Driving back and forth to the build office, to school. So definitely take that into consideration. Thank you.
And one suggestion for expansion, perhaps, doing partnerships with just local small businesses. You can look at the grocery stores, and I'm sure if you just said, we'll give you a small cut, and if you store our apples, and I'm sure they'd be able to even sell them at a premium, because a lot of people might shop there. Another suggestion.
Thank you.
Time for one more question. Enfuego, great job.